Life in Los Angeles, if the bold and the beautiful is any indication, is full of mysteries. Fortunately, some of them are solved, like why in the world Bill had hitched his wagon to Sheila. Others, like what happened to Flo, and whether she and Liam would ever actually marry, are still ongoing. And then there are the truly bizarre mysteries, the ones that can only happen on a show like Bold and Beautiful, the ones like the case of the disappearing restaurant. It was odd enough that we all took notice. A new restaurant. Will the Bold and Beautiful folks finally get to eat somewhere other than Il Giardino? Maybe they'd be able to get a bit more fish in their diet and a few less breadsticks. When Scott Clifton and Darren Brooks appeared on Bold Live, supervising producer and host Casey Kasperzik brought up the disappearing restaurant to the guys. "I want to know what happened to the seafood restaurant we had you eat at down by the docks," he noted after a fan asked about the new pizza at Il Giardino. For the record, neither of the actors had tried the pizza yet, much to their disappointment. But while Brooks' face instantly lit up at the seafood mention, Clifton was a mess of confusion. "The 2 episodes we did on the docks," Brooks exclaimed, suddenly remembering. He tried helping Clifton along, adding, "the seafood restaurant that Wyatt takes Bill and Liam to." "I have no memory of that," Clifton admitted. "Oh, so clearly we first have to help him solve the mystery of what in the world everyone was talking about." "We only did 2 episodes," Brooks reminded his TV brother. "Remember, we were talking about it because I had done an episode with Dawn and everything. And then you and I were talking, and it correlated with the same day that I was going back to the restaurant. And I was like, I'm not hungry. I already had food with Dad earlier." And that seemed to finally be enough to spark a memory in Clifton. "Yeah, was there netting in the background?" "Och, so what happened to it? And will we ever be seeing it again?" Honestly, just like the chemistry we thought we sensed between Bill and Lee, things aren't looking good for its future. "We built this whole seafood restaurant for just these 2 episodes so that Bill could be there to see Lee," Kasperzik explained. "Bill had to find her after her car accident, when Sheila thought she killed Finn's rival mom. And where else was Lee going to wash up but on the docks? And really, 2 episodes makes sense. You can't just introduce a new restaurant out of nowhere for Bill to find Lie. You have to introduce it in 1 episode and then have the discovery happen during the next trip. It's far more natural to happen like that. But the long and the short of it is that the restaurant was, essentially, a plot point," Kasperzik noted, "so that Bill could end up at the dock and find Lie. As for ever seeing the restaurant again, maybe one of the Spencer men got food poisoning and vowed never to go back after their visit. Maybe the memory of finding Lie is just too traumatic for Bill to relive. Maybe the place just shut down because they couldn't find the help. It's probably best for folks to make up their own reasons, because now that its purpose has been served, it's doubtful anyone from Bold and Beautiful will end up there again. At least until the next person washes up on shore." Has anyone heard from Nick lately?